Welcome back to the Mookie Chosen channel, and you are looking live at another cue card. This is an outline, a rundown of what we're going to talk about in the order in which we're going to discuss it. And this is the Major May recap episode here at Mookie Chosen World Headquarters. There are prestigious pinhole pickups to discuss. We have the Clemente collector who has commissioned a hobby hit on a hobby friend, and I will oblige. And then we're going to finish with a little Mookie minute on the Bronx is burning, which I hope you will find interesting because I did, and that's it. But in order to start with the prestigious pinhole pickups, I have to back up with this guy. This is the SGC3 Gil Hodges 1949 Bowman rookie card that my pal Greg helped me acquire in Strongsville, a great long-distance purchase that Greg facilitated wonderfully. And this now sits on the top shelf in the museum here at the Mookie Chosen World Headquarters. But right after I got this card, another version of this card, a parallel, what I like to call the pinhole parallel of the Gil Hodges rookie card, came up online, and I had to have it, folks. There it is. We got some top pinholes there. We got some chin music going on there. We got a nice crease there. But I love this Gil Hodges rookie card. I love the pinholes, and I had to have it. And so this will now occupy the Holy Will, a spot in the Pinhole Holy Grail Wall of Fame for me. So Greg's card's in the museum. This is on the Wall of Fame. My second prestigious pinhole pickup that I want to show off is this guy. This is the 1969 Topps Bob Gibson card. Now, there are a million of these cards out there, but this, again, is a pinhole variation. As you can see, dotted along the upper right corner there, lots of pinholes. This card went up and went down. Now, when you see this many pinholes, the question that comes into my mind, is this a dartboard card? Did somebody hate Bob Gibson and try and take him out the way he took out batters with his fastball up and in? And the answer is no. Dartboard cards would have the holes sort of distributed all over the card. Nobody throws a dart quite that accurately in that quadrant. And so I don't think this is a dartboard card. I think this is a pinhole card. And because, again, this is a special card, because this card is the first card ever to have that magical 1968 season that Bob Gibson hurled, where he won 22 games, had an ERA of 1.12, struck out 268. This is just, one of the greatest years of any pitcher of all time. And the youngster who had this card wanted it up on their wall and probably wanted to read the back of that card and took it down a fair amount. And so this goes up on my Pinhole Holy Grail Wall of Fame. Now, my first Babe Ruth pinhole card, and it may shock you to learn that it is a 1978 Sportscaster card. There it is right at the top and one at the bottom. So this one, again, if you wanted to learn all about Babe Ruth, you could read the back of this card, hitting and pitching, a double threat. And so I love this. This is my first, this oversized Pinhole Holy Grail Wall of Fame Babe Ruth card. So that is up on the Pinhole Hall of Fame. This is my first ever football card on the Pinhole Holy Grail Wall of Fame. A Roger Staubach, Greg Landry, Billy Kilmer, NFC passing leaders from 1971. Now, why, Mookie, do you want this card? Why is this pinhole worthy of the Holy Grail Wall of Fame? Well, that's because my father knew Roger Staubach, went to school with Roger Staubach at the Naval Academy. When Roger was winning his Heisman, my dad was in school with him there in Annapolis, and so this is a special card to me. This is the first ever Roger Staubach pinhole card I've ever seen. So, Captain America, welcome to the Holy Grail Wall of Fame. And finally, the last prestigious pinhole pickup is another first. This is my first ever tobacco card. This is a Helmar's Turkish cigarette tobacco card, second edition. Now imagine if you were, I don't know if this was in a series that included sports cards, But if you took this out and pulled out the state of New Jersey, the flag, the Garden State, with the seal of crest of New Jersey there, would you have been disappointed? Not me. I would have been thrilled. And somebody else was thrilled enough to stick a pin in it and put it up on their wall. So there you have it, the New Jersey tobacco card on your wall of fame. Now let's get to the Clemente collector and his commissioning of a hit, a hobby hit on John 3D80's Kid. Theo has reached 1,000 subscribers, and to celebrate, he wants to make somebody else feel bad. And being from New Jersey, again, a hobby hit is something that I would absolutely participate in. And the way I'm going to participate is Theo wants us to show cards that John has said he wants that you have. So if I have a card that John wants, I can show it to you and register myself in Theo's VR. And I will show you, apparently John wants the 1971 Topps Tom Seaver card. Now I have an ungraded version. This isn't just any version. This is from Hawaii, from Dylan, my man Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. I also have one from Upper Manhattan, the other island, from Sammy Thunder. This is his that he sold me, and he gave me a good dealer discount, as he always does. And then I also have this one, the Wolfman version, the color added, parallel, 1 of 1. And there's no way John is ever getting this one. So nenny, poo poo. Look at that. And I also have, by the way, another card that John really wants. Here's my 1954 Topps Willie Mays, which I show just about every other episode now. Again, this is fresh off the Pinhole Holy Grail Wall of Fame, and I never mind showing it. So, John, I have this, and you don't. And just for good measure, I have one in your favorite SGC holder. It's a little off-center, but I still love it. This is 1954 Topps Willie Mays. So there you go. There's your hobby hit commissioned by Theo for John 3D80's Kid, and congratulations on 1,000. Let's move on to the Mookie Minute and the Bronx is Burning. Now, why is it called the Bronx is Burning? Let me just show you the Bronx is Burning. This is an open flame at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx in the year 1951. Why is Larry Doby and Mel Allen, the radio voice of the New York Yankees, standing there burning something at home plate at Yankee Stadium in 1951? Well, it turns out they're there because it is Larry Doby Day in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. Why is it Larry Doby Day at the Bronx in Yankee Stadium? And why are they burning something? Now, Larry Doby was a local hero. Larry Doby is from Paterson, New Jersey. He was a all-world athlete in Paterson. He was such a great athlete at Eastside High School in Paterson that in I believe it was 1941 or 42, Larry Doby was so good as a senior at Eastside High School that he decided he was going to, under a pseudonym, join the Newark Eagles. He renamed himself Larry Walker and said he was from Los Angeles. Here's a box score from one of those games, probably at Yankee Stadium. The Newark Eagles taking on the Black Yankees, and that's Larry Walker, the second baseman, going 2 for 4. That was Larry Doby. He made up his name so he could get on the team in Newark. Again, he was an icon in New Jersey before he ever did anything in Cleveland. So he made his debut, his professional debut in New York. And so when he became the first African-American to break the color line in the American League, it was a big deal. And he was a genuine celebrity. And he was great at baseball. And so the people of Paterson, who loved their, hometown star, decided they were going to get together and pay off the mortgage on Larry Doby's home. And when they did that, they decided they would have a day at Yankee Stadium in which Mel Allen and the mayor of Paterson, and this guy over here is, I think, from the Paterson newspaper or something, They got together and they decided they would burn Larry Doby's mortgage at home plate in a chafing dish at Yankee Stadium. Anyway, that's, again, as a New Jersey guy, I love Larry Doby. And it's one of the reasons why I have been pursuing a Larry Doby autograph on a card. And I have been sort of searching and hunting for one for a little while now. And the card that I ended up coming up with is this one. So this image, you will recognize, it's from the 1950 and 1951 Bowman. There's an Indians picture pack. There are lots of different variations of cards that have this image on it. But I love this sort of oversized nature. And this is a postcard. And as you can see, it is signed there across the pant leg, Larry Doby. It's a beautiful image, a beautiful autograph. And I love that it is time-stamped. This is a period autograph. And I know that because on the back of the postcard, you can see the stamp there, March 15th, 1955, Cleveland, Ohio. And this was sent to Larry Doby by a young man from Ashby, Massachusetts. And it was sent, by a kid, I'm sure, who loved what Larry Doby did in 1954. Now, Larry Doby's probably best year of baseball was in 1954. He came in second in MVP balloting to Yogi Berra. Probably should have won, but that's okay. And the Indians, of course, were world beaters. Everybody except this team. Anyway, they dominated the American League. They had like an epic 111 win season. Scott, you can correct me. But this young man in Massachusetts was a big fan of Larry Doby, sent this card out to him. Larry signed it and sent it back to him. And now this card is resting peacefully back in Larry Doby's home state here in the great state of New Jersey. My favorite part about this card, one of my favorite parts is, the young man in Massachusetts loved this card so much. There's the focus. Can you see all those pinholes at the top? That means multiple up-downs on the wall for this kid. And at the bottom too. Just a beautiful evidence of love. Again, this card is a victim of love. Not only is it a victim of love, it is a Larry Doby was here. And I love it. I love this card. I'm so happy to have it. And that is my Bronx is Burning story. By the way, this is Larry Doby at Yankee Stadium, 1954 Bowman. So anyway, that's your Mookie Minute. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and have a great day. Thank you.